doing on this fine Wednesday evening? What's up, Spacewax? I'm here for the music. Not trying to watch his stream, though. Aren't we all? Speaking of music, nothing's confirmed yet, but I might have a little music-related sponsored thing coming up, which would be cool, because normally I don't really do sponsored stuff for the YouTube, unless it's something I, actually could see myself using. And this is something I could see myself using. What's up, Fudge? We are using Galacta in every deck in the game because she's busted. I made this post on Twitter that I think sums it up pretty well. What's up, Henry? You put in these 3 cards, and then you put in 3 more 4-drops, and then the other 6 cards can really be anything. She's very good. I can't tell you how much this reminds me of the old Zabu days, where it was you're just overstacking your deck on 4s, because Galacta just helps you make up the power difference that you would normally lose from not having an early game. Card is pretty good. It's pretty good. So I have a bunch of different decks. For me, it's Kitty Jug Galacta. Yeah, I haven't really done the Kitty list yet, so I'll have to try that. I want to try this, just a hand buff list. I always liked hand buff stuff in Hearthstone, and this seems like a way to do it. I think Fastos is almost certainly Copium, but how bad can it really be? I guess we'll find out. This is likely Copium, though. It's just a rare opportunity to play this card, so I'm going to try it. Sounds good. What else have we been playing with it? We played this Galactus deck the other day. It was pretty fun. There's definitely something to big multiple men. I don't know if this is the optimal way to build it, but there's definitely something to this. Need a Koye for maximum cope. True. That's true. I could probably cut Copycat for a Koye, but Copycat is just so nutty when everyone's running Brood and Galacta and stuff. This is also single-handedly the best card they have, I think, ever released for Silver Surfer. I don't think it's even close. Think about it this way. When you Galacta Brood, you essentially got the stats that old Silver Surfer used to provide Brood, and then you can buff it again with Silver Surfer. There's a reason +3 was busted on Surfer, and we're seeing that right now with Brood. It's just holy. It's a whole heck of a lot of power. Heck of a lot of power. Also, it finally means we have a reason to play Iron Lad again. This card felt like it got power crept out for the most part, but it turns out when you want to cheat 4s into play and, the most powerful thing you can do is turn 3 Galacta, having an Iron Lad is pretty good. Yeah, it's just very, very good. I rated her as my second best card of the season, behind Doom. I think it might be better than Doom. Doom is still silly strong, but Doom, I think you can counter a bit more easily. Doom, you just do some clogging stuff to help counter the Doom, and yeah, it'll be annoying. They have a lot of power, but now I'm starting to think the reason they released Doom so strong is because of how strong they knew Galacta was. So they didn't want him to be overshadowed, and it's holy fuck, she's really, really strong. Been using it, then Frigga, then double 0-cost Galacta. Sheesh. Yeah, Doom, you do super scroll on your own, Doom. That too. But man, yeah, this is a heck of a card. Was the strongest card last season also in the Battle Pass? Arguably. I mean, Surtur was very strong. It's just it was boring. This card is at least a bit more interesting because it's stats, but it's stats that you can do more with than just put in a bunch of 10 power cards. What's up, Duplicis? I'm thinking of doing a split, but I would need more credits. Feels bad, man. I'm trying to get the last bit of value out of boosted split rates. Yeah, I think this is what we're going to start with today. Hand buff. I saw Jeet playing... He was doing like Surfer, but in classic Jeet fashion. He was playing Phoenix Force Misery. That man has a gift for being able to make this card work in such funny places. But it was kind of crazy. Like I basically took his deck and then I cut Surfer and or not Surfer, Misery and Phoenix Force for what, Iron Lad and Mr. Sinister, I think. But it seemed to be working for him. Surfer is so very good right now. What was this? Oh yeah, like an anti-venom version can work too, I think. It reminds me a lot of how we used to see so many 4s because Zabu would let you play 2 4s on the final turn. And for a long time, it felt like the 4s weren't really that good, right? And then Zabu was obviously worse too. So it was like you weren't seeing as many of these 4s show up. But we've been getting a lot of powerful 4 drops more recently. Like, they buffed Man-Thing, Anti-Venom came out, Malekith came out. These stronger effects make Iron Lad better again. Galacta came out. It feels like we're finally reapproaching that critical mass, Wiccan, of like just good 4 drops that we didn't have. Safe to say it's pay to play this season. I think Galacta is likely to have a very present impact on the metagame. The card is so new that everyone wants to play it right now, so you're seeing less of this card. I'm curious how it's gonna go when people try and like counter this card. But people just seem to like it enough to where people are just playing it right now. I haven't seen much of the counters, which is really, I mean, just Shadow King, right? Cosmo's pretty good against a lot of their other stuff. Particularly like the brood stuff they try and do. But you can't Shadow King every lane is the problem, you know? I love this Shadow King because it reminds me of Pot of Greed. This was, I think, the last expensive bundle I purchased. Open image. Yeah, I guess Shang can work if they're buffing things to 10. A lot of the buffs I'm seeing aren't getting to 10 power, though. You can't tell me that doesn't look like it. Isn't that great? RG good, too. Yeah, this is one of my... I bought this bundle for the Shadow King more than the Gambit, which was really nice because, you know, we got that compensation because of the whole Gambit fiasco. So I pulled ahead on that one. What's up, APS? I remember you talking about your Fenris Surfer deck. Would it still be good? I was playing it today, and I've climbed a lot with it. Oh, nice. Honestly, well, I guess you can't really put Galacta in that version because you're doing the Moon Knight stuff. But that's cool to hear that deck is still working. Galacta is just so much power, man. It's just so much power. It's huge. But at least with this card, it's like I feel more excited to try things with it. Is there a solid Luna Snow deck yet? So I started with a Surfer deck. Although, to be honest, I think it's probably better not playing these cards, but they're not bad. I haven't seen too much experimentation with this card yet, though. Everyone's focused on Galacta because it's just stronger and easier to build around. 11 power Gladiator, that's fun. Yeah, I just don't really know where this card belongs. Before release, I had so many people telling me, no, giving your opponent energy isn't a downside, and then I watched people play it. and I can assure you, it is a downside. Like, it's. I think so many people are used to all these 3/5s with upside, and it's like, I don't think. When would you ever play that instead of Hope? A good example of when you would play this instead of Hope is for a deck like this, right? Because the benefit here is you can Luna on 3 and Sarah on 4, or you can Luna on 4 and then do 2 3s on 6, which Hope you can't do that unless you have a 1-drop to weave in. So that's like those seem like her best case scenarios to me, is like ramping out Sarah or another impactful 5, or using it in Surfer on turn 4. Those were the ones that stuck out to me. There's a downside for me. They played a 5-cost turn 4, yeah. Yeah. Well, the whole reason there was no Sarah in Surfer was because Hope just did it better, right? A lot of the time. So if you can get the benefit of Luna doing what Hope does quite a bit, and then also get the benefit of Sarah reduction, I think there's something there. I played a bit of this yesterday before stream. It did pretty well, but I don't know if it's better than the other Galacta lists or not. There are a lot of different Galacta surfers floating around. I do want to try some Kitty decks, though, for sure, because Kitty's one of my favorite cards in the game. So anytime like a Kitty deck is good, I'm pretty happy. And I have seen some shenanigans going on with like Kitty Frigga stuff, and that Kitty Shuri Galacta. Yeah, that's something I'd be interested in seeing. Oh, you sent me something. Let me see. Let me see. Because that's something I am interested in, but haven't really thought about building yet. The Agent Venom one looks solid. I have a similarly built list, I'm pretty sure. I wanted to play this, but no one is playing Luna Snow. I was hoping to counter the Luna Snows, although I guess it still counters my own Luna Snow. Electra's probably a meme, but similar idea. This one doesn't have Agent Venom because you're doing Ravonna stuff, but I have an Agent Venom one too. Let's see though. Yeah, these look solid. This one definitely interests me. Also nice variants. This is so classic in terms of like what I like to play. The classic, like, you play a bunch of movers and buff your cards, and then you have some tech. Like, anytime a deck like this is good, I'm usually pretty happy. Because I just like playing these types of decks. Is Galacta worth outside of Surfer and Galactus? Yes, I would say 100% yes. The card is just... You know what it's like? You know how Luke Cage, Anti-Venom, Malekith were like this 3-card package that provided a significant boost to most mid-range decks? That is now Galacta, Zabu, Psylocke. This is the new Holy Trinity. You play these 3 cards, and you play you play 3 other good 4-drops that support whatever your deck is trying to do. Negasonic does look sick. Electro OP, 100%. 100%. Like, I'm pretty sure in almost every Galacta deck, or at least most of the Galacta decks I have, other than, like, Dedicated Surfer, basically all the mid-range ones, she's just very good. I didn't try this out yet. Galacta on 3 is legitimately busted. It's like, there's not even, like, a question about it in my mind. You're getting 6 power for 3. That is going to get you an additional 9 power over the next 3 turns most of the time. So you essentially get a 3/15, and it can be more than that. It can be more than a 3/15 or a 4. Yeah, it's just huge. Fuck it, let's bring Elsa back to global too. Honestly, you could probably get away with it. Maybe they'll do that in the OTA before they give away the free Elsa variant for those who didn't see that, we did get a list of our login rewards for this winter season, and they're pretty cool. Actually, they are pretty cool. If you're missing Elsa Bloodstone, we're getting an Elsa variant, and we're getting some borders too, some new unique borders. That's pretty cool. Junior Mint, thanks for the follow. Some credits, some other stuff. Here's the whole list. It starts, when does it start? Starts on December 19th. December 19th. Is Ice Blue different? Sure is. Look at this. Honestly, probably the coolest, I think, unique border we've gotten yet. Luna Snow definitely getting one of these, even if I don't play her a bunch. Nerf incoming. I'll say it right here. Galacta is 100% going to be nerfed within the next 2 months. There is no doubt in my mind. No doubt in my mind that the card is probably going to get nerfed, but I'm going to enjoy it while it is how it is. Like 2 weeks? No. You got to understand. They won't have enough data by the time they put out the OTA, and then they're off for a month. So 1 month's like a minimum. Fortunately, though, I'm not that worried about that because at least right now, I mean, can we get some Fs for free to play, though? I feel bad for you guys. I would not like to be playing not having access to this card right now. But that aside, I at least like how this can be used in a bunch of different ways, unlike Surtur, where everyone just did the same fucking thing. Like, there was very little interesting ways to build this. I mean, it was cool some people stuffed it in Wiccan or Thanos, but it was not a very fun card to build around. Whereas I think Galacta is quite fun to build around. Played for 2 years now. The first season pass I bought got nerfed in a week. The next one I buy gets nerfed, I'll be sad, yeah. I don't think they're going to nerf it in the same season it came out. Especially when you look at the window they have. Because, like, the one OTA patch of the month is a week from tomorrow. We have a patch on Tuesday and then an OTA on the 12th, and that's it for this month. This song kind of bangs. I'm listening to my friend's top songs from Spotify Wrapped. Did you guys have any interesting things in your Wrapped? A lot of people were saying... I feel like Spotify phoned it in a bit this year, and I feel like I kind of agree with the little presentation in the app. I feel like I got more interesting information out of it last year. Like, it still told me my artists and stuff, which is cool, but I feel like it wasn't as big as, like, they didn't break down it as well as last year, or a few years before. This card feels safer than Agent Venom and Surfer, maybe? Had a lot of weird Japanese disco and funk from the 90s. Pretty based. I did buy the season pass once, but that was for supporting the devs on principle. The same in Hearthstone with the Stardom. Yeah. You know what? And, I mean, I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about this, but Marvel Rivals, it feels like they're doing just about everything good as possible. It's kind of remarkable to see a free-to-play game that is, like, bending over backwards to make decisions that people are just happy about. Like, for example, today they announced with their battle passes, you're not going to be forced to finish them in the season it comes out. If you want to finish it later, you can finish it later, after the season ends. The pricing on their passes is cheap. The first one is $5, and I think after that it'll be like the standard 10. I think their cosmetics are a little bit more expensive, like I think $20. I haven't really looked at it, but given the whole game and more importantly all the heroes are free to play, I think that game's gonna do very well and make a lot of money. It feels like, and I said this in a few Twitch chats earlier, it's like, it feels like, you know, they got together a second dinner for this crossover and they were like, all right, Give me some advice, Second Dinner. And Second Dinner gave them some advice. And then Marvel Rivals was like, okay, let's take everything they said and do the opposite. It's like, let's just do the opposite of what Marvel Snap has done. Because it turns out if you make a good enough game, people fucking are happy to spend money on it. It's crazy. And that's why Snap made so much money for a long time, or part of the reason anyway, is because they made a good game and people were very happy about it, and so they're happy to spend money on it. The difference between Snap and Rivals, aside from obviously being a different genre, is that Rivals isn't monetizing, you know, the heroes, which even, you know, the bigger fucking behemoth companies like Blizzard do, right? With Overwatch. They're positioning, and they were also smarter about it, because whether you like first person or third person, I don't think anyone can deny it's easier to sell someone a third person skin because they actually get to see it rather than just seeing like, oh, the gloves on my character's hands look different. It's wild, man. It's wild. I'm not even a big team shooter guy, and I think that game just is very cool, and they're making a lot of good decisions. Yeah, there's definitely been a lot of lost long-term viability, no doubt about it. I'm gonna get clowned by Dagger, aren't I? People do spend bank on CS boxes. Yeah, I mean, NetEase is very big. This is true. There's no denying that. I probably should have held this brood, but I didn't have anything else. Well, I guess I could play the copycat. Probably should have held the brood for the Galacta. I didn't think that through. This is not good. This is very bad. Badge. They have to at least be kind of scared of Surfer, though, even though I don't run Surfer in this deck. Yeah, it's so annoying because so many of us really want the game to succeed and thrive and do even better than it has, you know, previously, but they just don't make the decisions to make that happen. Favorite Galacta deck? I posted the two I played a lot of last night on Twitter. Although, to be honest, they definitely weren't like the best Galacta decks. I played this weird Thanos one, which was quite fun with Wiccan. And then I played this Move one with Galactus as a backup. If you want the lists, you can find them here. But now we're doing different stuff. I just think there's so many different ways you can do neat things with this card. How they have not snapped by now is genuinely beyond me. Like, we're so incredibly cooked. They should have snapped as soon as they had War Machine. So get Galacta, Gwenpool, and the 3 cards you mentioned. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Just get Zabu, get Psylocke, and Galacta, and then put in some other good 4-drops, and you've got yourself a deck. And you just choose the 4-drops based on what kind of deck you want to play. Like, you could do some Affliction stuff with Man-Thing, you could do some Malekith stuff, you could do some Surfer stuff, you could do, like, hand buff like we're doing. Red Nocturne and Red Guardian handles the hot location. Yeah, I might try that out. This deck in specific, probably not the best in the world for this hot location, but let's see what we can do. Bum, 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 bum. I did play a little bit last night after stream, but not too much. I got from like 93 to 95. We'll finish up the climb today, which is perfect because so many things happening this week. New COD Zombies map tomorrow, which I am 100% gonna play. And then Path of Exile 2 and Rivals the following day. It's like so much gaming content. Yeah, I think those cards can definitely fit in here too. Just got like the copycat. I was gonna play the Brood, but I think the Iron Lad is probably just better. Oh, it's high Evo. I guess this is losable. It's definitely losable. Although we can go to tie breaks. Easy. Yeah, and the times, this is what reminds me of the old Zabu days. The times you get Galacta out on 3, it's like, yeah, you might still be able to get away with Red Guardianing her, but like, it happens so quick, you can't like stop it. It's gonna get value no matter what, and that's part of why it's so good. It's tempo positive too. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum. Luna does revitalize high Evo. Have you been trying that or seen people try that? I haven't seen that one yet. I think high Evo needs more help, but it's an interesting idea, to be sure. TLSG had a video on it. Oh, cool. I wonder if I should just play Fastos here. I think I should. Pretty sure this is another bot. We get copycat value here. Agent Copycat, Pog. Or not Agent, just Venom Copycat. But it's a lower win because I had the Venomized Copycat on. Zabu's cope, surely. Later, Fudge. You just gotta believe in our feline friend. And he will never let you down. Alright, so we hit Galacta or Brood here every time. Trust. What did I say? Easy. Big Mr. Sinister.
Power must be controlled.
Excuse you. That's rude. Is this a real person and not a bot? No, 100% a bot. I didn't know bots had Shang in their list. That's a new one. Wait. Oh, no, we have Captain Marvel. We have Captain Marvel. We almost lost. We almost lost.
Higher, further, faster, baby.
Higher, further, faster. Bum, 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 bum. Do I have bounties? I think I do. They're all destroy stuff, aren't they? Yeah. I feel like the Alliance feature kind of helped contribute to burnout for a lot of people. Just like grinding quests all the time. That's a good looking Gwenpool. I think Fastos is bad. I want to run him because he's fun, but God, he seems so fucking bad, man. Just kidding. Like, look what's gonna happen here. I'm just gonna pass, I think, the next 2 turns to throw Prio so I can get 8 from this bot. Alright, I do want to play Captain Marvel, just in case, but I don't need to. I can just play Brood Shaw, and it's gonna be 9 times 3 plus 4. How do they win that? I'm just gonna fucking pass. Yeah, so alliances were weird because it was a feature I didn't care about at all. I did not care about alliances as a feature whatsoever, but I ended up enjoying them, and I was like, this is kind of cool. And then it just ended up feeling more grindy than I think it needed to, and the rewards were bad. And so people just spent all this time grinding, and then we're like, wait, am I really having fun? The fall off has been pretty crazy from what I've seen. I also have absolutely no desire to, like, put in the work of running an alliance that meets the rewards every week. Like, I'm not trying to pressure people to do 4K a week. The rewards aren't worth that. What's up, Neil? My snap journey has ended. Yeah, I don't really blame you or anyone else who decides to leave either permanently or for, you know, however long until they decide to remove their head from their rear end when it comes to card acquisition and things. Because I can tell you, even as someone who has more incentive, like, you know, doing content and whatnot, it's like, fuck, man, they make it challenging. Like, eventually I'm going to run out of resources because I'm not spending the amount of money I used to spend on the game. And when that happens, that's going to be a very, like, interesting test. Because I already know for a fact, if I couldn't engage with most of the cards, like, week to week, I would be so fucking bored. Like, there's zero doubt about that for me. That's unfortunate. I was in the gray area of not being truly competitive on ladder, 8k max SP, not into sweating conquest, grinding missions, not much joy in the money. It was way too much. Yeah, 100%. That's the thing is, like, if you're not a ladder grinder, which, by the way, a lot of the ladder grinders are falling off too. Even the people who, like, liked the game enough to try and be competitive and grind the ladder, so many of those people are falling off right now. And it's because there's nothing, once you've done it, it's kind of it, you know? It's like, you could do it every month, but I don't know. Do you want me to mail you a participation trophy for it? Because you're not getting anything for it. It's just like, you get a little bit of, like, accomplishment the first time you do it, being like, hey, I was able to do this, that's cool. But I don't know how people can gun for it all the time, except for Sizer, yeah. You do lose SP. You do lose quite a bit of SP, yeah. The SP calculations are very weird. Am I going to play Rivals? Probably. Like, I'm definitely trying it out. I enjoyed the beta. But I feel like Rivals is a hard game to stream. Because you can't interact with the chat as easily. I don't remember who it was, but I said that. I think it was Husky who said this. He's like, that's only a problem if you're good at the game. If you're dying all the time, you can interact with chat a lot. I was like, all right, fair point. But, yeah, it should be fun. It should be neat. Rivals is more like a casual fun kind of game for me than like something I expect to go super deep on. I feel like my going deep on shooter days are far behind me. I didn't even think I was going to play it initially, but the beta impressed me. And it being free definitely helps too. Interest in PoE 2? Yes. I'm significantly more interested in PoE 2. I never played PoE. But I heard great things and I love ARPGs. Like, I'm probably going to play that before Rivals, 100%. That game looks fucking sick. Your Rivals cope is strange. Can you elaborate? Oh, you don't understand why, like, card game people would want to play, like, a totally different game? It's because of the IP. It's 100% the IP. I think a lot of people don't fully realize how many people play Snap mainly for the IP. I didn't realize that for a long time. But a lot of people play this game because of the IP alone. It's like actually kind of wild. I'm scared. He has Galacta and I don't. Awkward. I'm gonna just do this and hope it's good enough. Well, no, I have to do this, otherwise all my shit's going mid. Oh god, he's playing this deck better than we are. He's doing more buffs. That's not allowed. OG Zabu vibes. Whoever had Zabu on too? Kind of, yeah, actually. It's a little similar. He also had he had the Zabu and the Galacta. At least it's not just one card anymore. Holy fuck. He's got that drippy surfer. Oh man, I can't play any of my cards to the right, so I can't Galacta buff them. I got cheated. Fuck. Maybe he can't play any cards to the right either. It just sucks because I wanted to do Galacta buff Captain Marvel. This is such a cope stay, I'm gonna leave. Yeah, man is loaded up on hand buffs. I like the hand buff archetype, showing more viability. It was an archetype I always liked in Hearthstone back in the day, which apparently is still good in Twist, which they finally brought back after like 6 months. God, Hearthstone does not know how to run new game modes. It's so bad. It's Rebus. He knows. He knows what's about to happen. The Zabu Psylocke Galacta opening hand is just... It's so easy. I wish it wasn't going to take so long to unlock the cool Galacta variant, though. Gotta get to the end of the pass. I wonder if Rivals is going to have server problems or not. Because that game is so ludicrously hyped up. Same with PoE, to be honest. I need to do more research about PoE, because they just released some new information yesterday, and it's apparently very relevant to, like, one of the big decision-making things you do that you can't, like, undo. They announced some stuff about it. Yeah, Rians are my favorite, too. I am a Rian collection complete. Fun fact. I have all the Rians. Yeah, I could definitely see them having server problems, but NetEase is really big, so who knows? Rivals look clunky. It played pretty smooth. The only thing that I didn't like was it's a bit visually busy at times. Like, there's a lot going on the screen. Is it ever worth to go Fastos Zabu? I think it's just better to play Scarlet Spider. Fastos is bad. And Fastos should not be in this deck. We're just trying to make him work, but he has the bad. Korg. I just snap this because then this will always go here to always beat the Bob. Feels okay on Thanos, not so much elsewhere. I could see that. I mean, I guess if they have Stature Hawk, am I cooked? They have Gambit. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay. It's A-okay. Easy 4 cubes. Fastos definitely has to go, man. Fastos has to go. You're never playing this card. How bad from 1 to 10 is the G-Man move deck? Honestly, I don't think it's that bad. I think it's just better without Galactus, but it felt very playable to me. Nakia, maybe. Maybe it's a Nakia angle. Like, buffing our hand it does actually seem better than buffing the deck, even though it's smaller. What are the other things we would want for like a 2-drop or a 3-drop here? This is... No, Dopest's deck was this. Dopest's deck was like this, I think. Except he had Jeff over Bob. Or at least that's the one I saw from him. He had Jeff over Bob. The Wiccan deck, I believe, was Derek. Derek had like a Wiccan version. There are just so many ways you can build it. But yeah, I think we want to cut Mr. Fastos out of this equation. Question is for what? Derek hates Wiccan. I'm confused. He does, but the thing he hates a lot about Wiccan is the people running Quicksilver in it. And his doesn't run Quicksilver. So I think that's how he justifies it. Maybe we just put in Red Guardian. Or Nocturne. Nocturne could be good for the location. Kind of like Nocturne. Put on gold. Gold Nocturne. Bum 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 bum. Unknown player. Bum 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 bum. This person emotes slot, if I recall correctly. We're just gonna preemptively get that out of the way. Early turn Zabu. Just like the good old days, baby. And we get a... Oh my god, we get a copycat the Scarlet Spider. This is nutty. Big stonks. Just played Jeep PF Cook. Nice. Yeah, that deck was fun. I was watching him play that last night. You rat fucker. Are you serious? They still have to play something left, though, for Captain Marvel stuff. I mean, don't we just... This is 12 power, so it's big. And I I think the ideal thing to do here is not play a thing on the right so one of their things dies. Because my thing is probably going to be the smallest thing. So I'll just put, I don't know, Shaw down, I guess. Yeah. We're chilling.
Higher, further, faster, baby.
Higher, further, faster, baby. Even higher, even further, even faster. Oh yeah, you were racing him. That's fun. Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum. Bum-bum-bum. I think this is a bot. It's giving me bot energy. Sunspot continues the bot energy. Wait. Did I put it here? So I can randomly move? And I can move it again? I'd rather not get a rock, though. Alright, this way nobody gets a rock. Oh no, he gets a rock, because timing. Magique. Jubilee. Meta's been kind of great for the past couple weeks outside of Arsham. Couldn't agree more. That's why I've been kind of scared Doom's gonna fuck it up. Although, now I'm thinking that Galacta might be strong enough to prevent us from a Doom meta. Because the scary part about Doom was it put a shit ton of points down while also going wide. And it turns out this card does that too. Yeah, I mean, Clog definitely will come back if Doom is one of the popular decks. But if there are other ways of fighting Doom, like just on points, I think we'll be okay. I'm definitely a bit more optimistic about the Doom situation post Galacta. Bum, 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 bum. Gladys, Flippant Flipper. Are they gonna connect? Are they in a tunnel? Classic mobile game moment. Nope, they made it in. They made it in. This is also why I'm playing Copycat. When everyone else is playing Galacta, we can just get their Galacta on turn 3. Pog. Does Galacta double? It doesn't double buff, right? On the same location? Because it's like, oh, you've already played your first card, or does it? I played a little bit of Luna Surfer. It does with 2? Oh, that's crazy. That is wild. 3 Galacta in a game. It's nutty. I had a 3 Galacta game too because of Iron Lad and cloning vats. That shit was pretty cool. Double Gwenpool. Do we think that's worth delaying the Galacta? Probably. Probably, right, with this hand. Let's do it. I'm pretty sure they're on Surfer, so it's like... Holy crap. I mean, next turn I just go Mr. Sinister Iron Lad. And it's a shit ton of points. Played them like 12 hours ago. Maybe they took a break. Just beat the guy with 5 Galacta out for quite a few cubes because I had 5 Beta Ray Bills. That's incredible. That is incredible. Should probably snap, shouldn't I? I find it hard to see how we're losing this. Why not Zabu? We need the board space. We're gonna play Mr. Sinister and then Iron Lad. And we can't play Zabu anywhere else, sadly. That would have been a, what, 6? So, 16 power Mr. Sinister and then a 12 power Lad. Second dinner affiliated with Marvel Rivals in any way, shape, or form. Not that I'm aware of. They just both, you know, have deals with Marvel. I think Marvel Rivals just, you know, did a bunch of like networking shit for advertising with. They did it with Snap. They have a deal with fucking Fortnite. So like, they definitely threw down some money. Yeah, Marvel. There are a million Marvel companies. Yeah, the parent company is Tencent, but I don't think Tencent has any relation to Second Dinner. 2 new cards and I face 7 Arshams. Jeez. That sucks. Yeah, I've been lucky. I haven't been seeing too much of the Arsham cringe. I think this is a bot, Mr. Garrett. Do do. Casual 210. Easy. Yep, and do be a bot. Oh. Well, isn't that convenient? Isn't that mighty convenient? And it hits the brood. Sheesh. I lost 8 to someone pretending to be a bot. That's a classic snap strategy. This could have been someone doing that, to be honest. If so, they did a bad job at doing math. Let's see. Were they in an alliance? No. So I think it was a bot. Some people do indeed do that. Legends. Yeah, so around the time of the first Deadpool's Diner, they updated bot lists. It took a while for them to put them on the ladder, but they are on the ladder now. With like, there's a Thanos bot. There are quite a few different archetypes that didn't used to exist for bots that exist now. I do indeed still make YouTube videos. I do less video content than I used to, because I've been focusing more on streaming recently, but I've been doing quite a bit this week, though. This week we had a few different videos. The Scarlet Spider, very important here. He has good synergy with what we're doing, because like he benefits from the buff a lot. But I think these Galacta decks are just... You can kind of build them in a lot of different ways. And you could probably still play this deck and find success with like a different 4-drop. Let's get... Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Galacta is a cool card. Is hand buff feeling competitive for me or just fun? It's definitely fun. I have not played enough of this deck to be sure what I feel about it yet. We've been playing it for like an hour, probably less than an hour, actually. Bro, why didn't it hit the brood? That's alright. I am going to activate this now because I want to see where it goes. That does not matter to me. Oh, I should have waited to activate, maybe. Although, luckily it landed where I wanted to, so it doesn't matter. Oh god, please do not gambit me. Do not gambit the fucking symbiote. Oh no, 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 no. What did it hit?
Faster, baby.
We win? We win tie breaks? That was almost a disaster. Woohoo. The deck must have gotten shuffled because I drew Captain Marvel, but their copycat was Captain Marvel. Woo. Yeah, the bots, the Series 5 bots don't show up all the time. They're definitely more rare than the regular bots. I don't really know what they use to determine how all that stuff works. Like who gets what bot and when. Bum, bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Ooh, little copycat blob. That could be good for a final turn card. Ew, Arshim. Why? I think I'm gonna blob the middle with copycat. Do do do. Oh, that means they could potentially draw their blob. So we just always go blob mid into Captain Marvel, Brood Nocturne. Don't even need the rest of the cards in our deck. Namora. They're gonna play left for sure. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I mean, I could. The problem is I have to play the Captain Marvel now if I'm gonna play it. So I think I just do this. And put them not on having Eliath, or maybe they Eliath right. I could do it here. I think I'm gonna do it this way. Excuse me? Holy fuck, dude. You are shitting in my mouth. Created by Arsham, by the way. Holy cringe, dude. Holy cringe. Imagine losing to that dog shit. Good lord. Should have played around it, smiley face. Yep. Watch Dexter's stream while playing Diner Day 2. He got bots left and right even after he hit Jello. Saw next to none and I climbed to the top of the Bub's leaderboard. Yeah, I don't really know how they do the I don't know how they do the matchmaking. Alright, this person always and only plays Galactus. They play Wiccan Galactus. I got a lot of bots in Diner too after they did the update on day 2 or whatever to add them back in. Please no, Acid Arrow. Don't be cringe. Don't be rude to me, please. I should not even fill here. I should probably just like play Psylocke and then Galacta. Because I can get in here later with Captain Marvel or Scarlet Spider probably. Because if I'm stuck playing Galacta here, I'm in a very bad spot. Alright, cool. I mean, it's a little annoying, but whatever. Ooh, concerning. Don't like that. I don't think we're gonna be able to outpower that. Unless... much is any way to do it. We do this and I don't know, we could do I think we're just cooked, to be honest, but yeah, I think we're cooked. Unfortunately, that location kind of fucked us. At least it didn't snap. Is Hamba finally a real thing? Maybe. Peeps on the subreddit said it has to do with your MMR. Yeah, I think, I mean, I know for a fact higher MMR people get more bots as a higher MMR person. And I think, so whatever the system Diner uses is similar to Ladder, or to like the Infinite Climb. Basically, they give you bots when they aren't able to find someone within what they think is your like skill rating. And so the higher MMR you have, the less likely they're going to be to find someone in your skill rating. Because there are less of those people. Yeah. That's why you like recognize a lot of the high ladder people. Like you'll see people you see on ladder in Diner. Luna Snow. This person really likes energy. They also really like Luna Snow because they got the spotlight. You know what's fucked up about Luna Snow? Even though this ice cube's gonna blow up, it still gives me the extra energy. I think that's a wee bit fucked up, personally. The 1200 variant's better. I agree. I'm not big. So I like the Rivals art style in Marvel Rivals, but I don't really like it in Snap. Because Snap has so much art I like better than the Rivals style. No, that's so rude, sir. How could you? It's okay, we drew a good card. I snap here because it'll move this into the left. Actually, it won't guarantee move it into the left, so we wait. I can get in there with Scarlet Spider anyway. Eliath, I see. Do I die to this? I do not die to this. It's okay. Shang-Chi is fake news. Yeah, I think I like the Rivals art style a lot in Rivals because, like, I don't know, I think it just suits the genre well. What's up, Stefan? Misspelled my name. Well, so my name is actually a bit of a catch-22 because on Twitch it's zombies with a Z and on Snap it's zombies with an S. So regardless of which way you do it, you're either right or wrong. Someday I will be big enough for them to fix my name on Twitch. Because I'm pretty sure zombies with an S is just a deactivated account. It might have even been my account. I don't remember. Probably. She began as a character in Marvel Future Fight. In that game, she has 3 K-pop songs that she sings when you play her. Yeah, isn't Luna Snow part of the Agents of Atlas? Which is one of the few like comic things I know from doing the Arrow lore. Yeah, Luna Snow is one of the members of Agents of Atlas. How close are we to building an Agents of Atlas deck? Most of them are in the game, aren't they? Wave, Luna Snow, Silk, Swordmaster, Arrow. A lot of them are. We're missing Amadeus Cho and the little girl with the spirit bear. And then there was one other lady who was also in it. I think we do this. I need 3D, man. Yeah. Spirit Bear? Yeah, I don't know her name off the top of my head, but she's like a child who has this big spirit bear. So it probably is Spirit Bear, this girl with the big bear. Crescent. Yeah, Crescent and Low. That's... Snowguard? No, it's different than Snowguard. Snowguard wasn't in the Agents, to my knowledge. What is this? Yondu. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, there's a whole list here. So, Agents of Atlas is Braun, Silk, Shang-Chi, apparently Miss Marvel. I didn't know that. White Fox, Luna Snow, Wave, Crescent, Arrow, Swordmaster, Gorilla Man, and Giant Man. Oh, snap. Are we gonna beat this bot, though? That's a great question. Now we're gonna beat this bot, right? Surely. Now we're locked in. I think they should make Galacta a 2-mana card. I think that would be a good thing. Wait, we only tie the middle. We only tied the middle, actually. Although we absolutely dunk them on tie breaks. This is why you don't do math, kids. Thanks for the follow, Crack Snap. Bum, 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 bum. What's up, Quick Status? I'm just gonna man up and stream Snap tomorrow during Rivals. We made it in at 30. 85, 50? That's not bad given I did not play much last month. I'm pretty sure I ended last month on like 300 Snap P Snap P, SP above this. Yeah, the card pack is so dumb, dude. I mean, it looks fine. It's just when you compare it to the regular one, it's like, what the fuck are we doing here? Like, look at the regular one. Not that one. That one's actually fine. They just uncolored these, like, I forget the term for these lines that are supposed to, like, draw attention or make things look speedy. Oh, I don't think I'm gonna say this right. I'm just gonna say Rhea. Thanks for the follow. Bolts. No, there's a term for this because I know because I used to use it in my YouTube thumbnails. I don't remember what the term is though. There's a term for like lines that are like this to like draw your eye. I don't remember what it is though. Well, I guess I should post the deck I finished the climb with. Let us do this. The bot just didn't retreat on 5, being down in all 3 lanes. It's strange, right? There are still thrower bots that'll stay in and lose. I think they're just less common than they used to be. And we'll grab this. Most of my bots on the climb were very careful retreaters, except that one that boomer snapped me on 6 into a full pass. I got one of those too. I got one of those bots too. Yeah, I'm pretty content with this deck so far. This is mainly here for the hot location. I'm sure there could be a different card, but I liked having something that could get in there later or change it, but I'm sure there's another 3-drop that would work. RG probably. I want to try and build. Let's see. Man, how long do we have to wait for more fucking deck slots? I don't want to delete my decks, man. Did I pull off the Galacta into Iron Lab Brood during my climb? I did not. It only took us a bit over an hour, so we only got in a handful of games. I think I'm going to delete this deck. What's up, Azen? I think it is a pretty decent time to try Galactus stuff. We tried that with Move yesterday, and it did pretty well, this one. Though, I will fully admit, we won more with the Move than we did with the Galactus, but... yeah, we're waiting for the Super Duper Premium Ultra 3x Value Season Pass to drop out for those deck slots. What'd you guys think about this? They're charging a premium on these bad boys. I really love these borders, but bro, I'm gonna spend this money on fucking Path of Exile 2 early access. It's $30. They're basically giving you $10 of credits and then $5 a border. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the web borders. But I don't even have that many cards I'd use them on. Like, I have one and I haven't used it yet. Obviously, this would be a good one for it, but... do you want the borders or 2 trips to Chipotle more? Honestly, if a Chipotle was closer to me, it wouldn't even be a question. This looks sick. How does this look? Damn, that looks sick too. But it's like, I don't need it. Like, I already have a border I like on these cards. Also, I was looking at Agent Venom too. They looked good on Agent Venom. Pretty sick. Pretty sick. Quesarito, hell yeah. Gore, yeah, once I get a good Gore. Gore might be the one I actually use the border on. Once I get an inked Gore, which I might have a shot at doing tonight, the rollover in 40 minutes. Like, I probably wouldn't use this on default, but a good inked would look nice. But yeah, a little bit too rich for my blood on that bundle, I think. The ink removes his legs from the knees down in that variant. Wait, really? Let's see. What would that look like? So, how does that work? How does that work? They just get caught up in the background? Does it look like he's kneeling? Or is it just hard to see? Because it's also like black. I could see it being hard to see his legs, yeah. In black and white. Honestly, this is kind of a placeholder variant for me. I'm waiting for one of the better ones. He has a lot of variants. I like pretty much all the unreleased ones better than the Spotlight and the one we have. All these. You got Christian Bale Gore, you got Hip Gore, Jacinto Gore. I want one where he has the fucking sword for a hand. The sword for the hand is just so fucking badass. None of these have a date yet, do they, though? Got Farvo variants for all favorite variants for all cards last season, but Gore. I got the Spotlight since I like the Shadow and Blade composition. The Spotlight is good. I do think the Spotlight is better than the non-Spotlight. Didn't want to spend the resources, though. I like these a lot, though. Necrosword is sick as fuck. I love that design. I think it's very cool. I really like Gore. Although it's funny how I saw so many people being like, oh, they're so gonna have to nerf Gore, guys. Gore's gonna get nerfed. He's OP. He's the new big 6-drop. And it is very funny, like 1 week later, I have seen significantly less of this card. It's still very good, but, you know, people are playing less on reveal decks right now. Well, I mean, there are still on reveal decks, but, like, now everyone's doing Galacta, right? Yeah, it kind of is, I think, what a 6-drop should be. Alright, so I wanted to try this. I wanted to put in this, and I know I'm gonna regret it, but Frigga, yeah, sure, kitty. That's what I'm thinking. Ravona task. You don't even need that, do you? Like, you just copy the kitty with Frigga, right? Or you just want more redundancy, I guess? Gore negative saved my diner experience. Got to 19 million in a win streak, and that was it. Nice. At least you got the card. Alright, so what are the other cards we're putting in this deck? We're putting in Zabu and Psylocke, because why would we not when we're running 4-drops? I think a lot of people stopped after the card, actually. Agony, maybe? So what are the other good fours we want in a deck like this? I guess is the question. Yeah, we could go the Athena route. Scroll Stonks up. I guess? I don't think Scroll Stonks are as up post Galacta. Gwenpool should be good, I think. Just buff stuff. Although, we probably don't... Like, I imagine... I'm trying to think, like, how will this deck play when we don't get Kitty? That's the big thing, right? Hated High Voltage with a passion more than Diner. That's surprising. I know people who didn't like the gameplay of High Voltage, but I don't think I heard anyone who really hated it. Yeah, Gwen, Elsa, Hope. Yeah, definitely Hope. Definitely Hope. There she is. Colossus, the second runner of Kitty. I don't think we're going to be Colossusing. Put in Gwen. We'll put in... Yeah, I'm thinking... I don't think I'm going to do Task. I want to be fully all in. How does the timing work with Shuri again? Like, if you Galacta thing in the Shuri lane, it gets Galacta and then the Shuri buff? Right? Hey, Blue. I could see Elsa. The only thing I'm worried about with Elsa is, like, if we run Elsa, we really need more cheap stuff so we can fill the lane. Just got her done with Cope and Sarah. Hell yeah. I just finished my climb too. I played this buff deck. It's pretty good. Zabu has finally returned to his former glory. Kate does help with lane filling. I was considering Kate. Yeah. Elsa is now Elsa at home. We have Galacta. 52 and 30. Very nice. Hulkbuster and Agony. You guys want to go really all in. You guys really want to go all in, and I respect it. But I don't want to feel bad when we don't find fucking Kitty Pride. I mean, we could do... Do you ever break out the classic Justina Angela? Do you ever break out the old timely holy trinity of small scalers? And then just jam in another 4-drop and then... I feel like I'd rather have something like a Captain Marvel than Elsa here. Although Elsa is fine. I feel like it's either Frigga or Elsa, though. I don't think I want both of them in the deck. Maybe we don't need the Psylocke if we're only running 3/3s. But turn 3 Galacta is so OP. I guess we can cut down. Vision. It's like a mover. Maybe? I think I'd rather run Captain Marvel than Vision, though. Captain Marvel pretty good. Something like this. Captain Marvel's good to get buffed by Galacta and Shuri and Gwenpool. Nocturne. I mean, we could run Nocturne, but we'd have to cut one of the cheaper cards for Nocturne. I think we're going to start it like this and adjust as needed. What one do I use? We'll use Goliath. God, there's so many card backs now. Oh, I wanted to change this. I wanted to have my fist bump be a default because I hate having to scroll. Equip to all. Yeah, I think this looks pretty good. Looks good enough to me. I think that's how we're gonna try it. I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick before we get this started. Thanks for hanging. We'll be back in just a minute. Enjoy the song.
Zombies go nom he's a snap theme. With decks and strategies, he's always keen. From zombies to arrow, his love runs deep. He's got opinions on every card, he'll make you weep. He's talking meta, he's talking tech. He's sharing screenshots, he's breaking necks. He's got hot takes and spicy memes. He's zombies go nom, living in snap dreams. He hates Airisham, a loathing so grand. But for Killmonger, he's a dedicated fan. He's praying for arrow buffs night and day, and mourns the loss of OG Zabu's sway. He's talking meta, he's talking tech. He's sharing screenshots, he's breaking necks. He's got hot takes and spicy memes. He's zombies go nom, living in snap dreams. From conquest to ladder, he climbs and grinds. With Bob the agent, victory he finds. A way to win, a way to score, leaving opponents salty, begging for more. He's talking meta, he's talking tech. He's sharing screenshots, he's breaking necks. He's got hot takes and spicy memes. He's zombies go nom, living in snap dreams. So if you see him in the chat, don't be shy. He's always up for a challenge, he'll make you cry. With a grin and a snap, he'll take you down. Zombies go nom, the snap king of the town.
Okay, we're back. Did Splat make the song we just heard? You better believe it. You better believe it. He asked me like a month or two ago if he could make a song for me with them AI tools, and I was like, sure, dude. That sounds fun. And now it's my little opening / be right back song, and I love it. It's actually such a banger. What would you try in the Frigga spot if you don't have Frigga? We were talking about that, weren't we? Nocturne, probably. Like, Nocturne, or... what's another good card? Yeah, Nocturne's probably the first one that comes to mind. Copycat. Copycat's another good one. Jeff or Bob. Yeah, those could work too. Those could work too. Oh, I got an email back. I should respond to this really quick. Let me do that real fast. Man, I swear, I feel like so many companies are like... So if you don't know this, and I'm sure a bunch of people don't know this, advertising usually does pretty well in November, December, because it's like the holiday season, and everyone's trying to, like, you know, make that money before the end of the year and all this stuff. And I've gotten so many sponsorship emails for different things in the last like 3 days, and I don't normally get a whole lot of sponsored stuff, and some of the stuff that I do get in is stuff I have no interest in doing, but the recent stuff that has been popping up is actually stuff I don't really mind doing. One of the things I'm actually excited about, and I hope it goes through, because it's a product I am very interested in trying. Yeah, Copycat has good information, and not only does she give you information about what they're not going to play, like, she's above rate so often. I'll sign your deal, but you can only play Arsham. God, make a deal with the devil, why don't you? We actually want to stack the lanes, so we don't want to play into the danger room. Roar. No. Although this is still okay. Because we're going to make a really fucking big Captain Marvel. You better not have the acid arrow, you sick fuck. Or I'm going to be severely disappointed in you. Acid arrow isn't real, it can't hurt us. You better believe it. Wait. I mean, don't I just do this, and then we just do some silly things next turn? This is a snap, isn't it? Seems like a snap. Boom, 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 boom. Damn, this song makes me nostalgic. I listened to this song a lot in high school. Bum 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 bum. Wait, Shuri, Galacta, Captain Marvel. This is pretty nasty, yeah, right? It's Safety Blade, the elusive Bisharp Pokemon. I very much do like how it looks. I hit him with the... Now I finally have the emote he always hits me with. I got this today because I got the last pixel I was missing for free. Bum 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 bum. Well, shoot. That's okay, because we're gonna have a massive Captain Marvel. And it might get ruined anyway. He's doing the thing we're doing. Knowing safety, there's probably a Shang-Chi lurking to ruin my day, but... Kitty? Any kitties? Well, that's the next best thing, because it lets me pump Thena next turn. I don't think he's playing Agent Venom. I think he's doing Galacta too. I'm afraid. It's okay. Trust, chat. Trust. Oh, shit. We're gonna die, aren't we? I'm in danger. 8-16. Did I put it here and just hope he low rolls with this? I'm gonna stay because I want to see it. Fuck it. I need the power here, I'm pretty sure. We just take the 50-50 on the Scarlet Spider. Unless, wait, hold on. Time to check my Discord messages and see if he's running Jeff. Because I'm pretty sure he posted this deck. No Jeff. He has posted this deck. He is not running Jeffrey. He's running Sage and Juggernaut. Oh, he's going to jug me. He's going to jug me. And then I'm going to get him with Captain Marvel, I bet. So we're going to put it here. It's so Juggernaut. It's so Juggernaut. Chat, we died. Wait, did we die? Did we win the right? We win the right, don't we? Haha! Where's the... Do. His list is good though. I'll show his list. I don't know if I believe in Luna Snow though, but this is Mr. Blade's list. I don't really understand the agony, to be honest. Or the Luna. Or the Luna. The rest of the core looks fine. Wait, he added Bob. He cut something. He's running Bob. He cut something for Bob. Which I think was probably a smart move. Bob OP. "13 power Captain Marvel." Wait, why was it 13 power? 5? I thought it was going to be 16. So the double doesn't work how I wanted it to do. Shuri doubles and then it adds 3. Sad. It doesn't add 3 and then double. Otherwise it would have been 16. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Although I guess that tracks with how Shuri normally applies. Oh, you know what it is? No, I was going to say it's because I played Shuri first, but I didn't. I played Galacta first. I guess it's just the ordering of how their effects work. I've yet to see a Luna deck that has made me super convinced. I haven't seen one that I've found very convincing. Which is a shame, because the card has very good art. Danish. This is pretty good. This is very good. I just need Miss Kitty Pride. A lot of people will sleep on her and then be mad when they don't have her, probably. This is that motherfucker who runs that fucking Ghost Rider Hella list. He has clowned me so many times with this list. Does anyone? I wonder what his list is in specific. It looks so bad on paper, but it gets you like randomly, and it's kind of funny. The fucking Gambit, yeah, Gambit. Yep. He runs Gambit in that deck too. I feel like that's one of those decks that only works for the person who made it. Oh, I should cross-post my infinite posts, too. I wish there was an automated tool so I could just dual tweet to Twitter and Blue Sky at the same time so I didn't have to copy-paste everything. Trying to grow a little platform on there. Bum, 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 ba-na. Kate is so good, man. I love Kate. I'm happy out of all the spotlights they're finally, or not spotlights, of all the season pass cards they're finally fucking bringing back. Kate is one of them. Losing Sherry's not a big deal. They lost their Dracula. That's kind of wild. Frigga value? Poggers? Bro, I'm gonna get Shadow Kinged and be sad. I can't click on it. That is pretty sick. Don't hurt me, be gentle. Okay. Ooh. Okay, that's kind of funny. That's actually better for me than Gambit. Holy fuck. Chat, I think we cooked. I think we cooked with this one. Finally found a home for Frigga. Let's go. Victoria Ham week looks interesting too. Yeah, that week looks pretty gas. Finally got E-Tree. Spent the last hour trying to get the last meal I could. I could cry. Well, congrats. Well, at least you got the card. Honestly, I'm surprised how many fucking borders they put in the diner. Like, the borders, these borders are expensive. That's why I normally don't go after the gold borders, but now I have a shit ton of free ones. It's kind of nice. Here's the problem with Frigga, to me, in a lot of situations. This card, in not every single deck, but in the vast majority of decks, it's win more. It's like, when it is good, you are already doing something good. And so, if you really need that extra juice to push you over the finish line, then it's very good. But in the games where things aren't going your way, Frigga is a 3-3 with irrelevant text a lot of the times, and then that feels really bad because things are already not good, and then she helps, you know, or she doesn't help fix that. Truthfully, I'm not even sure if the Shuri is needed, but we'll keep it for now because it's fun. But I do want to look at our options really quick, just seeing 4-drops, like, because honestly, it's entirely possible something like Scarlet Spider could just be better, or Iron Lad. Iron Lad was such a good card for such a long time, and then he kind of fell off because 4s got worse after Zabu got nerfed, but now we have so many good 4s you can run Zabu again. And now they've just been printing so many good effects that work with this guy. Friggin' low cube equity. I agree with that too. But yeah, I'm digging this list so far. I wouldn't be surprised if Scarlet Spider was good here though, just because he has good synergy with these two cards. I'm mainly saying this because I'm a little disappointed Shuri doesn't work how I thought it would with Galacta, but it's still a lot of stats. And it's still good with Kitty. So, we'll see. God, you'd love to see Hawkeye Athena. Athena Frigga too is also really nice. Agent Venom. Alright, Layer Spacewax, thanks for hanging out. Hope you have a good night. This is gross. Speaking of gross, that's pretty gross. Thanks for the follow, M. Tapester. This might have to be a leave. Unfortunately, even though we got a pretty sick start. Because, like, we do this. But we're not going to have time to play this. I guess I could go get 2 copies. And then Gwen play one of the Pims. I'll stay for 2, fuck it. This is not a smart stay. Marvel Boy, let him cook. It'd be so funny if I had Shadow King. Fortunately, I do not. Nor does Shadow King make sense in this deck. Because they're trying to buff things. Yeah, we're out of here. We're out of here. What would our best play be? Our best play would be like this, this, this. How much does that add? That adds 2, so this goes to... Well, actually, it would be... Oh, no, yeah, that is right. So, boom, boom, boom. We get 3 here, and 9, 12, 13, 14. We'd be adding 14. We get to 26. Die to the demon still. Marvel Boy is not one I've seen in these Agent Venom lists. It's interesting. Stuck in 90 cell, not sure what to try. As long as it has Galacta in it, I'm confident you will get there. This person got the avatar. Oh, we finally got Kitty. We finally got Kitty Pride. Pog. Yeah, Hope is very nice in these kind of decks. A little bit of extra energy. Oh, they're playing Cringe. Ew. Why must we play Cringe? And they get the perfect answer, because when doesn't Arsham have the perfect answer? It's alright, we'll just get Captain Marvel and clown them. It's almost like you're saying Galacta may be a little overtuned. No way, right? Yeah, it's crazy. Crazy. Blasphemy. Oh, lovely. They got my Thena. Surely they can't play 2 cards a turn every turn. Surely not. Think they'll fix her in a patch? The upcoming patch? No shot. I think it is very unlikely they would nerf her in the next patch. I would be very surprised if that happened, personally. Oh yeah, of course, just get Mockingbird. I want to show you guys something. Oh, they finally figured it out. This is Arsham players figuring out if they should snap. I'm a bit more complicated than that. The inner machinations of my mind are an enigma. Average Arsham player. The milk finally spilled. They realized they had not 1, but like 3 different good things going for them, and they should press that snap button. Oh, it's auto-playing.
You are
Coping and seething.
You just can't accept what you're seeing. Yes, you're coping and seething. The truth is
Scalding, and now you are malding and coping.
coping so hard.
Coping and seething. Bum, bum, bum. I love that song. It's so good. It's so good. I figured there'd be more War Machine Legion stuff too, but I think those decks aren't running Galacta and people just want to play Galacta. Yeah, I mean, on one hand, I get it if you're just like being pretty casual about it and just want to watch the game play out. But if you do end up snapping anyway, like later on, it's like, bro, just like you did a bad job capitalizing on your advantage. And don't get me wrong, I do that sometimes too. I'm not claiming to be perfect at it, but God, Arsham players are just so much worse at it than anyone else I have seen. It's actually wild. Any good counter to Surfer? I always see Surfer Galacta. I feel like there's gotta be like a man thing kind of deck to beat up on the Surfer. That or you play like a combo deck, right? Negative, Tribunal, something that just goes dumb tall. This is awkward. I don't think I'm going to have enough to beat Surfer. Although the negative zone helps. I think I have to leave. Because we just don't have big power output right now. I think I'm going to cut the Shuri. I think Shuri's going to get the cut. Shuri's a bit too slow. What do we put in the Shuri spot? Maybe just Nocturne? Good for filling, good for the location. Or we did talk about Scarlet Spider too. Though the 4s are a bit awkward when we don't find Zabu or Hope with our curve sometimes. Yeah, maybe Cosmo's worth. Our deck doesn't really care about on reveals that hard. That might be worth trying. I'm gonna start with Nocturne. If we keep seeing Surfer, I'll probably put in Cosmo. Damn, we got the wrong gore. I can't split this yet. Sad. Juggernaut. Juggernaut could work. Juggernaut actually could definitely work. The only thing I don't like about Juggernaut is it kind of sucks to play on turn 3. We're trying to set up Elsa lane, but... So I like having something that, like Nocturne, you're just happy slamming down. Do 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 do. Oh, I forgot to send this email back. How did Luna feel when I played her? I barely played Luna. I thought she was pretty decent in the Sarah Surfer stuff, but Surfer just seems so strong with Galacta that I don't think you really need this card. I haven't seen a Luna deck that's impressed me much yet. So far, I feel like I very accurately had a good read that giving your opponent energy is a pretty big downside. Good in Clog? I'm not seeing it personally. Every time they played Snow, it was better for me. That's what I saw a lot of. He can... People running Killmonger again with Surfer being popular, true. Motherfucking Arsham, dude. Fuck yourself, you Arsham loser. Nice free 09 you got there. Very interesting and skill-based gameplay, baby. Oh no, Arsham passed Loki a while ago for me. Arsham passed Loki quite a while ago for me. I hate it so much. I passionately hate it. It's just so very dumb. Genuinely one of the stupidest designs I've ever seen in any card game ever. And I look forward to filling a large cup with many Arsham player tears when that shit gets nerfed. Because it's a when, not an if to me. They're just gonna take 8 years to do it, like they did Loki. 30 card deck when? June 2025, yeah. Isn't it already 30 cards because half of them are running Thanos? You mean design or how strong it is? I think designing a card that gives you double the energy, with the downside being, oh, well, you have all these random cards in your deck. I think it's terrible design in a game where you don't have any pack filler, where every card is designed to do the same thing, which is put points on the board, just in different ways. I think the kind of game Marvel Snap is, you should not make a card like that. Because it ruins the thing that makes Snap more interesting, which is like the whole snap and retreat mechanic. By the numbers, you can argue Arsham isn't even overpowered. Like it's statistically, it's really not that overpowered. It's just, it does terrible things to the gameplay. Yeah, it also, yeah, invalidates deck building, like, severely. Holy crap, that is a lot of stats. What the fuck are we playing against, man? I'm very confused. I thought this was Surfer. Now I'm not so sure. I feel like I don't need to buff Marvel more than this, right? Like 9 is enough. Holy. Although we still win. This is the guy, they run like they run the Scream deck, but they put in Heimdall. I believe. I faced them before. Arsham's just one of those things, though, where it sounds neat on paper, but I think it's so terrible in practice. It's like you're playing, and I've lost count of the amount of other like good players who I respect who basically said the same thing. It's like you're playing a different game, and I think if they want that to be a thing, just give Arsham players their own little Arsham queue where they can have fun with the silly randomness, and then that to me is the best solution. Because Arsham is such a divisive card in terms of... I find very few people in the middle. Most people, from what I've seen, seem to love the card or hate the card. It's called Conquest! Can we get some +2s? Can we get some +2s for that one? That's an S tier comment. It's called Conquest. That is fucking hilarious. Because it's so true. Yeah. Again, the only nice thing I'll pretty much ever say about Arsham is it's like it's the only like new card in a box you can recommend to new players because High Evo kind of got power crept out. That's usually the only nice thing I'll ever say about it. But that's an economy problem more than an Arsham thing, right? Like, maybe they should nerf Arsham so it creates a bigger problem for the economy, and then they have to fix the fucking economy. Now we're doing some 5-head thinking. Yeah, I agree. It should have been a mode, not a card. Or, and I don't think this is like a perfect solution. Don't let them make a deck, man. Like, Arsham is your deck. If you truly wanna play Arsham, you should just throw Caution to the Wind and not be able to put 5 tech cards and Blob and Goliath in your fucking deck. And I so genuinely hope that happens, because it's going to be so fucking funny when the army of Arsham defenders who said, I just like it because it's random and fun, guys, suddenly are not happy about it being more random. That's my prediction and hope, and I'm sticking to it. Coping. I am, in fact, coping and seething. Yeah, it's just gotten a little redonkulous. A wee bit redonkulous. Don't hit the acid arrow, you motherfucker. Oh wait, shit, is this guy playing my... Oh no, he's playing Arsham. I was about to be like, is this guy playing my Domino Thanos deck? Another Arsham player. How original. That's kind of annoying. It's actually very annoying, huh? But I can't buff the Captain Marvel, because whatever I play is getting pulled over here. I could get another copy of my... No, we just play this. It's just always this. We're going to get Goliath because, you know, having an extra energy over your opponent the whole game is balanced and fair and interesting. You know, it's better than Goliath on 6, Goliath on 5, baby. How's this list going? Pretty good when we don't run into cringe dog shit. Pretty good when... Oh yeah, look, Second Legion. Whoa! So intelligent, I should have played around it. Surely their last card isn't Goliath. Like, go fuck yourself. What fun and interesting gameplay. I learned a lot. I'll play around it next time. Actually insane. And you know what's really funny is half of the people I see doing this Arsham cringe, they don't even get the... Well, new players need it excuse because they're collection level 10 or 20,000 or something. They embrace the cringe. Is there a reason I play Odin? Sometimes his ability doesn't go off. I'm not sure. I'd have to see the board. What is Skada doing? Playing some Thanos. Not cringe Thanos. Yeah, I mean, that's the more likely reason, isn't it? But, well, we're probably cooked this game. Oh, we're certainly... Will they do something about it? I think they will. I'm gonna leave, because this is bad. At least give us our crying room back, yeah. Right? Like, they deleted the mass thread, because I think they got tired of moderating it, which I think is very funny. They were like, well, you guys are making too many comments about Arsham, so we made a mass thread for you to comment your feedback, and then they deleted it, like, a few days later. Very funny.
You are
Coping and seething.
You just can't accept what you're seeing. Yes, you're coping and
It's just, I've played a lot of Marvel Snap. I would wager I've played significantly more Snap than the vast majority of people. I probably have somewhere like 4,000 to 5,000 hours on this game. And nothing comes close to just making me want to get up and go do anything else than facing a bunch of cringe Arsham dog shit. Like, it's just not even close. How do you have to play these cards? Make an ongoing card. Cards that didn't start in your deck cost more. Yeah, they're literally doing that, right? Aren't they? I'm gonna get fucking, I'm gonna get surfered here, aren't I? So I should probably hide some things. I don't know. I'm pretty scared of Surfer. I want to copy this Gwenpool. Chat, hold me, I'm scared. What's up, Scada? GG's. What are you trying out with Mr. Thanos? Monsieur Thanos. Same old Thanos scar? Gotcha. Yeah, I barely even got the Conquest stuff last season. Or am I supposed to get another kitty? Is it better to, like, buff kitty, get another kitty? 7 power. I need to throw Prio, though, is the thing. I think this is better than getting the second Galacta. I'm really trying to throw Prio, so I think putting the points onto Kitty so I do a better job throwing Prio is good. Though they can just put a Killmonger in Dark Dimension and make me sad. I have Prio now. Oh god. I think I have to hold this. Surely they don't have Killmonger, right, chat? We literally, it's 1 power. Fucker. I mean, the only reason they pass here is if they have Killmonger, so we're gonna leave. We can't win with this hand if they have Killmonger, sadly. Oh, well. What do I play in PoE 2? So I haven't looked into it super heavily, but I generally like archer / rogue classes, so I was thinking the mercenary or the ranger. I really haven't looked into it. I'm gonna go in pretty blind though. They released specialization information yesterday, so I need to read up on that. But I'm really going in pretty blind. The bits and pieces I've seen of it though look fucking amazing. Alright, this is the Heimdall guy. Probably a pretty good day to be Heimdall guy. You scared how hard it's gonna be? I mean, I'm sure it's gonna beat my ass. I have no doubt about that. Because I'm a noob. I am but a humble noob. This deck seems like it'd enjoy a 7th turn. It would. I don't think it would at the price of having to run Magic, though. Because unfortunately, having to run Magic is a bit of a real cost. Or is it this? I think it's this. You're gonna try and arrow me, yeah. Heim here gets them 17 here and a shit ton middle. How much do I get here? I would get... I guess I could do this, this, this. I'm gonna do this. Math is for blockers. Oh, fuck off. Fuck off. It's okay. Surely it's okay. It's not okay, chat. It's not okay. Wait, is it okay? No, because... Oh, yeah, it is. It actually... Wait, no, it's not. Because we had 10 losing... Wait, what? Oh, the Pim arrow. The Pim arrow screwed us. Pim arrow. Yeah. That's unfortunate. I mean, Nocturne screwed us. Nocturnes had screwed us. We had that game in the bag if they didn't get a free 0-10. But it's okay. We look when Nocturne does something bad. Me when Nocturne loses us the game. Oh, don't show me Redbubble. I just wanted the fucking image, bro. I pretend I do not see it. However, when Cersei loses me the game, we never look away. Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, bum. I don't like this. Although I guess Hope can let us play Sarah even through the shit. Well, my solitude. Cosmo just really wants that chicken, dude. It's relatable. Look at this brood. Yeah, those are the rules for Cersei. Is Hope worth the tokens if I have Luna now? I think Hope is a better card than Luna, yeah. I just do this, and then I can play Sarah next turn. Or I do this. This doesn't let me play anything extra next turn, though. I one-keyed Luna, the only way I wouldn't feel bad about it, yeah. I think if you're missing a lot of cards, though, unless you really, really like Kitty Pryde decks or Surfer, I don't think Hope is a must-buy. She's just a very strong card. This never is enough to win the lane, right? So I just have to like go for these two lanes. Unfortunately, I don't have a whole lot of power to do that, but we could try. It's pretty copium, though. They've drawn their whole deck, so they have like Shaw, They can only play 2 cards, though. Or they could go Surfer Abs. Let's just put them on having it, I guess. Pretty sure we're dead. Oh, we tied. Wait, no, we win. Zabu difference, baby. Thanks for the follow, DK Burnt. Best counter to all the Surfer Galacta running around? I'm not sure. I've been thinking about that. Shadow King. Probably true. What is... I mean, I guess you do like Shadow King, the Malekith package stuff. Cope Sarah was doing pretty well against it. Yeah, Shadow King and Man Thing. So, this. This. Probably. Something like this. You could throw Malekith in for Lad if you want to. Just went with the... over them with... Oh, yeah, or you just go tall. You play a deck that can just go really fucking tall. Cosmo also helps quite a bit too. But it's not always straightforward. Yeah, negative Gore probably stomps them pretty hard. Negative in general probably stomps them pretty hard. But you just have to be okay with negative getting, you know, the bad draws sometimes. I think this deck's pretty good though. You get Man Thing, you get the anti-venom, cheaty stuff. There's a lot of power in here. Iron Man Mystique lets you go pretty tall. Iron Man Mystique decks are pretty good too. It's just you have to watch out for the Red Guardian. Like between Glad and the 2/4s, I was out statting them often. Oh, the pass card is Galacta. Oh, you know, you're thinking of Shaw. Fancy Pants guy. Yeah. That's a better name for him, to be honest. Fancy Pants guy. Remember, everyone took such a massive shit on Shaw when he came out. He's finally having his day. No show. Also, Ajax decks, maybe? Just like Ajax Affliction with Man Thing. I feel like everyone moved away from those because people were on Luke Cage, and now nobody's on Luke Cage. Ajax goes dummy tall. That's Mr. Black King to you. Yeah, I mean, there's no doubting, or there's no denying Shaw is a narrow card. Although, we were playing him in non-Surfer today with just a bunch of buffs, and it worked pretty well. Fuck yes. That's a very good draw. Bum, 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 bum. I'm a simple man. If I can play Kitty, Angela, Athena, I am a happy individual. I think they're a little cooked. That would probably be annoying if there wasn't a New York here. Is Elsa getting buffed? Not that I'm aware of. Why? Are you wondering why I'm playing Elsa? Elsa's getting a free variant of the giveaway, yeah. Maybe. Perhaps. Honestly, I'm liking Frigga in this deck. Double Athena is pretty pog. She's been kind of cool. I also think you could probably play this deck without her just as well, though. Because I know nobody owns this fucking card because it was a bad card to pick up. You're kind of cool. What's good? What's up, Galacta? I guess they just got psyched out by the New York, I guess. That seems like an insane stay to me. That is an insane stay for 4. Have I tried Scarlet Spider? Yes. Not in this list, but I finished the Infinite Climb with the Scarlet Spider list. I can show it. I actually considered him in this deck over Nocturne. But I didn't put him in. Where is it? Big buffs. Am I bugging, or is Elsa Bloodstone power crept by Galacta? Galacta does kind of feel like better Elsa in a lot of situations. I don't think that's incorrect. Although Elsa got kind of power crept before Galacta's release, it feels like, in terms of just like the power of the game. This is the list I ran in. The reason I like Scarlet Spider is because it's a 4, and this deck runs Zabu and Psylocke. So you have way more consistent ways to play a 4-on-3 between the two of them. Yeah, like the card, it's funny because on paper it feels like it looks good on paper, but it feels like in practice it's so much stronger than how it looks, and it looked strong. Like, just after, a day of playing with it, I'm already reconsidering this as going from like the second best card of the month to the best card of the month. So +3 in general can be really, really good, but usually how they can balance that, right, is by making the cost higher. And I think one of the reasons Galacta is so good is because you can play it on turn 3 sometimes. And playing it on turn 4, you're still getting a lot of value, but I think turn 3 Galacta, or reduced cost Galacta, is really when it pushes this card into being like incredibly fucked up. That, or like doubling up on your stats with it, with like Brood or Mr. Sinister or Scarlet Spider. Like I have already said it. I think this card is probably going to get nerfed within 2 months. That's my prediction. And that's not me like saying I hope this happens, or like I'm not really bothered by it. I'm having fun playing the card, but I feel like this card is gonna get nerfed. I would be surprised if it doesn't. If it doesn't get nerfed, the reason will be because some of the other newer cards are like helping compete with it, like Doom 2099. But as scared as I was of Doom 2099, I think I'm actually more scared of this card. Because at least with Doom, that deck is very vulnerable to clog. Galacta, it's vulnerable to things that go really, really tall or Shadow King. And maybe we'll see, it's hard to say for sure, right? Because we're still in, the second day of the card. Everyone wants to play it. We haven't given people time to... It's kind of funny. Normally you see a lot of people trying to counter the new card on day one. And Galacta's release, I think, is the first time in a very long time that I've seen almost no one trying to counter this card. Everyone's just playing it. I read some Elsa comparisons that didn't make sense to me. When Elsa was nerfed within like 1 to 2 weeks. Elsa wasn't nerfed in 1 to 2 weeks, was she? Didn't Elsa get nerfed like... Elsa was the same season, right? But I thought she had a good like 3 weeks. I thought it was like late in the month. I could be wrong though. I don't remember that perfectly. Do wish Elsa would get buffed again. I wouldn't object. I think Elsa... Here's my hot take on Elsa. I think you could put this card back to a 2/2 or a 2/3 with the global effect. And I don't think it would be broken. I think it would be fine. I think they got very weirdly focused in on 2-drops not being able to have like global effects, when I don't think that's always a problem. It's Red Guardian season, boys. Get him out there. Yeah, so that's like one of the ways you can counter Galacta, right? But the tricky part about Galacta is like, you really have to get Prio for Red Guardian to shut her off effectively, and she's a pretty decent body. So if they're also playing stuff or they cheated out on 3, it's hard to have that Prio. Yeah, I haven't tried myself or seen others try Shadow King decks to see how well you do against the Galacta stuff. It's possible even though this card feels really OP, that it will be able to be kept in check by some counters. We just haven't seen that develop yet, Meta's been so repetitive for so long. Galacta just allowed much more decks to be played. I feel like that was already the case, though, for the last, like, month or so. I feel like the meta has been very good, like, in terms of deck variety. Although, I wouldn't object to someone not seeing it that way if you're missing a lot of the cards. Because a lot of the reason deck variety has worked is because of, like, these packages of cards, like Malekith, Anti-Venom, and whatnot. So, like, if you're missing a bunch of those cards, it probably doesn't feel very varied. But genuinely, I think the last season of Marvel Snap is probably the best and most diverse season we've had all year, in my opinion. Like, I genuinely think the game is kind of in the best spot it's maybe ever been with balance, which is why Doom 2099 was scaring me. Now, it's too early to really give a final verdict on Galacta. Who knows? Maybe we'll look back at this in like a week or two and be like, hey, yeah, this card's really OP and it's going to warp the game a bit. But for now, we haven't seen enough stuff to be sure. The negative is an 8% play rate. I mean, it makes sense. They just pushed out like the best card negative's gone in a long time. It's funny how everyone was down and out on Snap and they responded with the best season/meta in a long time. The funny thing is, I think that's more of a happy coincidence than a response. Because if you remember the OTA stuff, they had like 2 or 3 bad OTAs in a row where the metagame wasn't that good and the OTAs did a bad job addressing it and people were pretty unhappy about it. We had like 2 or 3 of those back to back. And then they finally got it right. And they clutched up at the time they needed to clutch up. Because if they fucked up the last OTA, the game was going to be bad for a month. Because, less OTAs during the holidays. But last OTA, they buffed Thanos without making him broken, which is sick. I think Thanos hard carried that patch, I'm not going to lie. And then they nerfed some of the obnoxious, overpowered Season Pass cards, like Surtur and Agent Venom. So, that helped a lot. They also did a bunch of inconsequential buffs, but those didn't really shape the metagame. But Thanos buff generally, I think, carried that patch very, very hard. The only thing I would change in the game right now is just nerfing Arsham. And because its popularity went up with the Thanos buff, it wouldn't surprise me if we did get an Arsham nerf, just for play pattern reasons, not even like, power reasons necessarily. Is there a timer for matches? Guy hasn't made a move after turn 1, sitting here waiting to play. I mean, there's a turn timer, yeah. It should auto-end it. It was 3 weeks, 10-3 to 10-26. Yeah, she made it through most of her season. Yeah, and that's the thing, is the meta's good, but if you look, no one's really complaining about the meta, right? That I see. Like, this is actually the least amount of meta complaints I think I've ever seen in Snap. Again, maybe that'll change with, some of these new cards, I don't know, but it's just the meta being good doesn't fix the things people are unhappy about, right? And also, the meta gets better the more cards you have, and so if you're feeling those like frustrations with card acquisition, you might have a less favorable view of the meta because you don't have as many options. Yeah, the economy issue is just ever present, and I think here's my thought. I don't think they've figured it out. I don't think they know what to do about card acquisition, because I think if they did, or if they at least had a relatively solidified plan, this is the hella guy, they would at least throw us a bone to try and give people some copium or calm down a little bit or whatever. I'm not super confident that they've figured that they have something to deliver on, unfortunately. And if they don't have it figured out yet, that means we're not going to see it for another 6 months to a year or something, knowing how they work. It's just like, yikes, man. Yikes. It's not good. Am I gonna get magnetoed by the Hella Gamer? I'm gonna see what they play and then snap, I think. Like, I want to snap to push the advantage, but I could get... Actually, I could... Oh, fucking Hellfire Club, that's annoying. Also, all our things went on the grapple arrow. I need to see what they play on the left. They're snapping me. Well, that's concerning. Alright, I think I can't play these, dude. I can't play these. Fuck. I need to play a... I need to play something that doesn't get yoinked by Magneto. Is the problem. Fuck it. Fuck it. Alright. Chilling. Am I getting legioned? Chat, somebody help me understand what the fuck is happening here. They're gonna hella me and then lose? Why would they play that in the middle, dude? I don't understand. Are they just running Legion in this deck? They are. Yeah. What the fuck, bro? Did you switch decks? What the fuck was that? You must have switched decks. Right? Or does he just run Legion in the Hella? I don't even know. That's so crazy. Spotlight Sasquatch is a banger. Is Elsa Cope in this list, or has she felt good? She's been pretty decent in this list, I feel like. I mean, I guess that should have been a giveaway that they were playing into the middle, but I really didn't think they were running Legion. Oh well. Grapple Arrow Kiln, and then Thena into Hellfire. Yeah, that could have worked. That could have worked to try it. I was convinced they were going to just Magneto pull me, and that was their trick up their sleeve. Like, they play a pretty big thing in the left, and then they Magneto pull my 6s out. Any kitty prides? Any prides of the kitty variety? None of the cards in my deck live Gladiator, unfortunately. Anti-Venom Gamer. Wonder if I'm supposed to do it like this. Probably. Would you say Luna is worth spending on? No. No, I would not. I think Luna has not impressed me very much, personally. She's not like the worst or anything, but I don't think she's really worth your resources. I'm gonna get Luke Caged. I'm gonna get Lucas Caged, I have a feeling. Was that the free card? No, we haven't seen the free card. I'm gonna leave. Oh, Fenris was the free card? Yeah, Fenris was free. Yeah, if they have Cage, we're like never winning that game. So we get out there. The nice thing about Galacta, though, is like at least there is variety in the ways to build the card. That's like the biggest thing to me. Like I've seen so many different types of Galacta decks, whereas I hated Surtur because it was really just one deck for the most part, and it was a very boring deck to play against. I do want to try Blue's Cope Sarah at some point, though. He didn't even run Shadow King. That's kind of cool. Holy moly, we get many Thenas. We can have many Thenas. We need to wait to play them, though, I think. Probably better doing Gwenpools first. Like, we'll do... I guess we'll go Nocturne next turn. So this turn, I'm just going to play an Angela. We'll just get value, and then we'll Nocturne, then we'll Gwenpool, and then we'll get rid of it. Yeah, Stefan's deck looked good to me, too. With this hand, I don't think we need to. I don't think we need to draw for the rest of the game. Hey, Lamp. Cassie. I mean, that's fairly large, but... Thing is, they're gonna have a big Darkhawk, huh? But... Maybe I should have changed it this turn because of Darkhawk, but... I don't know, I have a lot of power here. Oh, Gambit? Okay. Bro's running out of cards. Oh, I lost my other Nocturne. That's a shame. Wasn't big enough. Bum, bum. Ba-na, 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 ba-na. Holy value, Batman. Utopia is the nuts for this deck. Are maybe the best location for this deck? Using your snap for Robert this early seems questionable to me. Alright, I mean, that's pretty good. Now I understand why they snapped. Now it's all making sense. Oh, they got my Galacta off Copycat? Oh, we're so cooked. Probably. Although our Captain Marvel is better than theirs. We could teach them, but we would have to charge. She brings all the boys to the yard. Oh. Shang-Chi isn't real, right, chat? He's not really, can't hurt us. You ever snap back to move the bob? Eh, fuck it. Although my Captain Marvel won't beat theirs with this Nocturne move, so maybe I'm supposed to move it here. Oh no, wait. They get... No, it will, because mine is bigger, actually. Fuck it. Nocturne, win me the game, please. That's not gonna win me the game. I have a feeling I'm getting shanged here. Oh, or that. That'll do it too. Damn, I would have won if I snapped.
Higher, further, faster, baby.
Yeah, I would have won if I snapped. That's a bummer. I would have won if I... No, I wouldn't have won if I would have won if I went Elsa left, Kate mid. And then Thena got a proc. Surprisingly winnable game. Even though they had like a pretty nutty opener. They high rolled like a god though. Do you think Luna goes in this deck? No, I do not. I don't think Luna works in something like this. I haven't really seen a Luna deck yet that's super impressed me. She's fine in Surfer, but I don't think she's like... makes Surfer better than the other Surfer decks do. Alright, move guy. Unfortunately, we drew 2 of our 4s. Is Frigga essential? I don't think so. I think Frigga is just kind of decent here with Athena and Kitty, but I don't think you need her to play this deck. You'd throw in like a copycat or really any 3-drop of your choice, I think. Probably still have a good time with it. She's more of a bonus than the main attraction. Although in this situation, she's going to be pretty fucking good. So they're setting up for Heimdall for sure. It's actually better if I do this. Because then I can buff Captain Marvel. To beat the Scream. Did I snap back? I guess he could jug me. Oh, he's gonna quake me? I see.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
How do they win, though? I don't get any Galacta buffs, unfortunately, but how do they win? Oh, they're gonna... What, is it just Heimdall to win? I guess I have to play 2 cards, right? Because I want these to buff. So that, well, no, Magneto doesn't beat me on its own. Mag me left? Mag left doesn't win though, right? Although I guess maybe I don't know, maybe I should fulfill. Because Magneto isn't enough on its own to flip the Athena lane. What if they Heim mid? They get 10, 20, 25. Oh, the play is they're going to do it mid, but then I'll win these 2 lanes, I think. Will I win this lane? I think I need the proc here. 10, 20, 25, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. They have 36. I would have 36 if I do it this way. So I'm going to do it this way. I might have just outplayed myself. We'll see. Jug. Save me, Captain Marvel. Miles. I think we're cooked. Forgot about the Juggernaut, to be honest. Forgot about the Juggernaut they run. They run such a whack list. But I guess it works for them. They must have just put in Quake for the fucking hot location. Such a weird... Well, we're definitely losing ground here, but... I'm probably staying in some places I shouldn't be, but who cares? This deck's pretty fun. I don't have Dina in my list, but you can get double of her pretty often. Yeah, that's kind of the idea with double Dina's pretty good with Frigga. That or Big Kitty. Bum 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 bum. This is very annoying. Actually, it's not, because I have Nocturne. Acid Arrow me mid, bro. They're never going to do that, but... It would be funny if they did. Is Woody playing again, or is this a Woody imposter? No, they're in the Alliance. Maybe Woody is playing again. How is he running Jeff? This is deck performing well. It's felt pretty good to me so far. Of course. Although we're still pretty big. What is this? It's Galacta, so we're probably losing this lane. so I win.
Higher, further, faster, baby.
Nice. Why is he playing Hulkbuster? Not sure. Not sure about that one. Anything good? Handart Shang. Not bad. Reproc Galacta. Reproc Galacta. On the same card, I guess? That seems a bit too cute to me to be worth, but maybe it's fine. Yeah, Luna Snow, it's just giving your opponent energy is a pretty big downside, and I've yet to see a deck that feels like it's getting enough upside to make up for that downside. Maybe it's out there and someone hasn't figured it out yet, but I don't know. I do not know. Door Enjoyer? Oh man. That's very annoying. Yeah, that's what I was a little worried about. Oh, you couldn't have pulled the Galacta and they get a free Beta Ray bill? Christ. That's not very cash money of them. Scar difference right there. I ignored Diner because I can't stand the mode. Hope I don't regret not having E-Tree at some point. Yeah, I mean, the card hasn't found too much of a home outside of, you know, some Thor piles. Some people tried it in Thanos, but I didn't find it too impressive in Thanos, personally. For the most part. But who knows? Yeah, the Diner is very frustrating, though. You're not alone in not wanting to deal with it. My favorite part about the Diner is when it is over. He's a series 4, so the positive is there. Yeah, at least he's cheaper if you do have to get him eventually. Yeah, definitely not as important to get as Cassandra was for sure. No, this. All right, them playing Captain Marvel first is good for me. If you don't know this, the last Captain Marvel is the good one. Whoever plays theirs last is the better Captain Marvel. Unfortunately, I'm not sure it's going to matter all that much because our hand is kind of cheeks. These locations are kind of cheeks too. I just do this, and then I pray for Captain Marvel off the top, basically. Nope. Nope. I could have snapped back to move the Bob back, but I just don't have the thing I need to beat this. It was a 1 and 4 to draw it. Oh man, hot location days suck. I feel like I'm not learning very much because the location is just having such a dumb impact on the game. I could go play Conquest, but Conquest is full of Arsham. And I'd rather deal with the location than I would Arsham. Yeah, the Jane variant was pretty good. Although none of the Jane variants are better than the ones I feel like I already had. Bum 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 bum. If they're move bounce, I'm probably cooked. I can't outpower the throne room versus move bounce. Maybe even versus regular move. I don't know. Bum, 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 bum. Cosmo. I don't care about Cosmo. This lets me shut off the throne room, which is good. So what's their play here? They move... They, like... Move dagger here? I don't know. I don't know what their play is here. What's up, Skylar? That was pretty good. We finished the climb. What the fuck do I do here? I think we say they're never going to have much power in this lane. So we just buff up Captain Marvel in this lane. Like this, maybe? I really don't know. Fuck it. Ship it. It's Heimdall, right? I don't know what else it would be. I don't see how that wins them the game, though. Higher, further, faster, baby. I'm gonna pretend like we did the math. I forgot the Iron Fist got cause mode, so it wasn't moving the thing, but yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Well, I don't know if this is the best thing to be doing with Galacta or not, but it sure is fun. I am enjoying doing it. Yeah, I missed Captain Marvel. She's always been one of my more favorite cards. Always been a fan of Captain Marvel. That's my kitty, sir. I wonder if they'll ever fix the daily shop rotation without albums. Maybe in the alternate timeline where they actually listen to what we asked them to do. Galactus Gamer, maybe they have Galactus. They have the $100 Galactus. Certainly is possible. Oh, it is so Galactus. Damn, they got priority too, fuck. They got priority. I'm gonna leave. We could do the funny thing though and be like, we could move this and try and get a good location. But no, our deck has no game into Galactus. So we're just gonna leave. Our start was a little too slow. Do, 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 do. I get why you give Galactus away with your avatar, because some people just like to have it all be thematic. I do that with Thanos. Although Galactus definitely gets more hurt by that than like other decks do, because you kind of need the surprise for it to do better. Wooglin, thanks for the follow. I don't like this. Fell in love with Captain Marvel months ago, playing Namora. Yeah, she's fun with Namora. They're playing the Scream deck. Interesting. Yeah, it matters significantly less with Thanos. And this sucks. Scream is kind of an awkward matchup, I feel like. Unsurprisingly. Don't I just win? Although, I mean, I guess they have a something with +5. Magneto? Oh. Bro, what the fuck is with people playing Heimdall in this deck, man? Bro, gargle on my ballsack, you emoting shithead. Oh, I'm very intelligent. I play a card in this deck that people don't normally run, and I won because of it. Let me emote you like the little chode that I am. Genuinely, the people who play like High Infinite, some of them are the smallest dicked individuals on this planet. Deadpool emote, like, gargle my balls, friend. I don't even care about losing to it. It's the fact that you choose to be a chode about it. I'm totally fine losing to it. Just like, don't, break your arm jerking yourself off when you're doing it. Had an Arsham deck beat me today with a free death from Collapse Mine Classic. I don't understand the emote after a win. It's probably because you have self-respect and respect for others. Bum 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 bum. Yeah, especially when it's like a 1 cube retreat or something dumb. It's like, great job, buddy. It's like people like that, struggle to win a lot because they really gotta really gotta capitalize on the times they do rarely manage to get a win. They're obviously playing Hela. I could Alioth it. Although, it's a little risky. But let's see what they play. Gore isn't even that big. Most of my cards are not on reveal. Gambit, hit Frigga, please. Fuck you. So rude. So very rude. They left. Alright, cool. Well, I think the thing is there is no really good argument to the post emote win. Like, it's different if it's someone like I run into a lot and we usually fist bump at the end. But I'm of the opinion, if I win the game, I don't immediately go to emote somebody, even if it is just the fist bump. It's like I wait for them to emote. If they emote, I will emote them back. But I usually do not emote people when I win. And the Deadpool one, you just know you're being a dickhead. It's like, the Deadpool one is like, I think I'm very intelligent while I'm like drooling all over my keyboard. Yeah, everyone got the Deadpool one for free. Maybe the better timeline is the one where Leagues wasn't bugged and there are less people with the Deadpool emote. I'm just gonna leave. They're playing some weird, like, fucking... They were playing Hela, and then they Legion me one game, so I don't even know what they're playing anymore, but they're obviously playing something for this location. I should probably stop here shortly anyway, because, like, I'm not really gaining much playing this dog shit location. probably rather wait for tomorrow to do more deck testing. Because this is just warping, like, what I'm able to do. This deck, it's not, like, terrible into it. It's okay. But it's not, like, made for the location. And I think it'll be better without it. Yeah, having an always mute option would be nice. But then they can't as easily sell their emotes. Though, have they even released any emotes in a while? They seem to have slowed down on the emoting stuff. They could just be running out of them. I don't want to play my Captain Marvel first is the thing. But it's kind of the best play this turn. Will Galacta give a buff later? I don't think so. I don't think this is how this works. Yeah, killing does just kind of suck. I don't know, let's try it for science. Pretty sure, yeah, it doesn't... Might go off at the end of the game or something, but... It does feel like with all the stuff people are playing right now, though, Mr. Negative is probably really good. Feels like all the negative counters went away, and negative just goes taller. Nope. Yeah, I think I'm done. I think I'm done. I think I'm done. I've had enough of the cringe location today. It is, it's making it less enjoyable to play, so I'll just play tomorrow instead. Nothing of value is lost. Unfortunately, I don't think I did very well with this deck. Yeah. But I like the deck, though. I do like the deck. And I want to experiment with it more. But we will do that tomorrow. Oh, I got these for free, I guess. Yeah, now all the emotes are in albums, huh? I guess that's what they're saving them for. But yeah, that's gonna do it for the stream. Thanks for hanging out. It was a fun time. We'll be back for more tomorrow. Let's see. What's the last date for Better Splits? Patch on the 10th. 10th of December. When that patch goes live, that's when the Better Splits thing is going away. So you've got a few days. I'm gonna raid Schnurp. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. We'll be back for more tomorrow. If you don't already know, we're doing the Streamathon thing, so streams every day for the month of December. Should be fun. Have a good night, everybody. See ya next time. Peace.